Hello, what's happening? Matt, aka Lethal Frag here. Today we're talking about game companies and do they dumb down the games to make it easier for people to play? This comes from a request from one of my Twitter followers, at BoxArt, and he asked me to do this on the live stream, so here we go. And I do think that gaming companies dumb down the games a little bit to make it easier for people to play the game, really. And he brought up an interesting point that people use these tools that they give noobs. Let's use a noob tube for example, and people that have been playing Call of Duty since the very beginning use these tools that are given to people that maybe aren't so good at the game, and it's a way for them to play the game in a fun way. I mean, I love using the noob tube, but he's absolutely right that these veteran players have such a huge advantage with these tools. If you look in Modern Warfare 2, you could spawn tube the other team and take them all out just by knowing how to line up that angle, and that's something that a veteran FPS player, if they took the time to do, would learn how to do that. So we see things like, like delays on those implemented in the game and stuff, but those weren't always there. So it's a hindrance a little bit to the game on the top end, because when you're playing with people and you have a one-man army, danger close, and a noob tube, somebody that has been playing games for a long time can do a lot of damage with that in a way that's not really beneficial to the game. But the reason that game companies will dumb the games down is, to make it easier and more accessible to a larger group of people. And the point of doing this is really just to make money. I mean, the gaming industry is so huge right now, and if you look at a franchise like Call of Duty, easily the most successful shooter of all time, it really comes down to the bottom line of making money, and that's why they try to make these improvements to the game. And you see you got Call of Duty Elite coming out, and I think that's going to be a really interesting tool. And they have the premium subscription you have to pay for, and a lot of that is to cover costs. I mean, obviously Infinity Ward and the Call of Duty franchise is making money hand over fist, but you have to look at it from a business perspective of, that gaming company is run like a corporation. I mean, they have different workplaces to fill. They have secretaries, they have an advertising department, they have people that make videos for trailers and all that stuff. They have to hire all these people, not to mention the coding and testing and all these different things they have to add into the game, map creation. This is all a lot of hours spent by people that make a pretty damn good living doing what they do. So all these costs add up over time, and they have to say, okay, well, to make this game it's going to cost us X amount of dollars, so how are we going to recoup that amount of money? And that's really just the business standpoint of the gaming industry. It's not about the gamer, it's about the bottom line. And pretty much every game ever made, that's what it boils down to, is the gaming companies need to make money in order to, add new things to the game, and, to have a research and development department to test out things like Call of Duty, the Call of Duty Elite. Call of Duty Elite is a really massive thing, and that took a lot of time for people to conceptualize, and I'm sure they did surveys and talked to different people and add all these aspects of the game, and that's because they're making money. It's because you're supporting the game. Let's talk real quick about Battlefield 3. The game looks amazing, and that new engine just looks brutal. It's going to be really fun to play that on the PC, and I'm excited to see what they're going to bring as well. But as I said, with any game coming, it's about making money. So you'll see these things in the game that make it easy, like noob tubes and just ridiculous stuff in the game. And that's to make it fun for everybody, for the very large variety of people that play video games and play shooters in general. I don't think you'll find a more diverse group of people anywhere that enjoy playing first-person shooters. And the reality is most people are below 100. I mean, the average kill death is below 100 because we have all the people that are rolling with 2.5, 3 kill death, or even slightly over 1. For every person that's over 1, there's somebody else that's below 1. And there's a lot more at the top end than there is at the bottom end. So the game companies have to really, they have to pay attention to what the base is, and the base of people is below 100, and they don't want people to plug the game in and be like, oh my god, this is so brutal, I can't even do this. There has to be those little things in there that maybe don't make the game as fun for the seasoned player that they need to be in the game, because people have to have access to those to, you know, learn to like the game. Like I said, I love noob tubing. I noob tubed a lot when I was a noob. It's fun. You know, you learn to line up some pretty nice shots, and there's a lot of skillful things you can do with the noob tube. And, yeah, there's a lot of great things you can do. It's really just like, you know, firing any other gun. I think you have just as good of a chance as killing somebody with bullets as you do with a noob tube. In most situations, especially if you're going for a long-range shot. In many cases, a gun would be even better. But it's fun to pull out that tube and hit somebody across the map. I don't think anybody will deny that. We have people that use tomahawks and stuff. Do you really think that tomahawks are more useful than frag grenades for a team setting? No, but they're super fun to hit somebody across the map from. You get a sweet long-range tomahawk, and people mess around and do stuff like that just to keep the game fun and fresh. And I think the people that get really pissed off at this stuff, people that take the game really seriously, they want it to be perfect, but, you know, games aren't going to be perfect no matter what you do. What happens if they produce the perfect game? What do you have to look forward to after that? Everything would just be a disappointment. You know, every game's going to have flaws and things that are wrong with it. It's just the reality of the gaming industry, but you look how far we've come. As a kid, I was playing 8-bit games. It's really hard for me to nitpick a game and, you know, just say it's horrible when it's played by this many people. You know, I can complain about it all I want, but look how far we've come in the past 20 years with technology. What a blessing we had to have these awesome video games to play. Let's try to stay positive about it. Obviously, I like some games a lot more than I like others. I really liked Modern Warfare 2 more than I do Black Ops, even though I'm better at Black Ops. I had a more enjoyable experience playing that game.
Losing Alpha.
Just gotta take it as it goes, and, you know, don't judge the company because maybe they put out not the best product before. You know, it's a new game, it's a new season, and this is where people are gonna be. They're gonna be here playing first-person shooters. The largest, you know, it's the largest competitive multiplayer venue. Not including MMOs and stuff. I mean, people are gonna play first-person shooters. And I think we all keep coming back, but it's never gonna be perfect, and game companies are going to put those things in the game that maybe don't make it fun for you all the time. But there's a reason they're there. You can talk balance all day long, but every game is going to have flaws. And some of those flaws are there on purpose. That's about all I got. Frag out.